upon them, upon the administration, teachers, and students. We bless us tonight here with your presence. Hear our prayer. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right, we on?
We're all streaming, Glenn, on Facebook and YouTube.
All right, welcome everyone to tonight's audio streaming of the Class 3A playoff, Choctaw County versus the Rouville Central Tigers. The reason we cannot show the video stream tonight is because MHSAA will not allow video streaming of playoff games unless you pay a $750 fee to them. And we just aren't in the business of doing that right now because they don't provide any service. they're not providing the announcement, the announcers, or the equipment, or the vehicle to get it broadcasted. They just want $750, and we're just not doing that. But anyway, and we apologize, we don't have a radio station tonight to broadcast on, but we do have this stream, and we know several people are logged on, and will continue to log on throughout the night. So we'd like to thank you for doing that. We will show you the scoreboard, the entire broadcast, so that will be on your video screen, and you'll hear us, and we'll kind of be like a just like a radio broadcast. So we'll have it just like that. It is a cold night here at Dale Davidson Field. The Chargers will receive the football. Rouville Central won the toss and is elected to receive. Actually, Rouville deferred to the second half, and the Chargers will receive to start off. The Chargers dressed in their all-Navy uniforms, their home uniforms, Navy pants, Navy jerseys, white numbers with white stripes, Navy helmets. Rouville are in their away uniforms, white pants with green, yellow, green stripes up the side. Yellow numbers, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but we'll do our best. Green helmets with a tiger on the side of it. We will have Chris Coleman down on that sideline. He'll help us out tremendously. Coleman, check in with us. It's a cold night down there at Dale Davidson Field. Great night to be up in the booth.
Absolutely it is, Glenn. And starting out tonight, 36 degrees here at kickoff, and it's clear. People still filing in, but we're ready for a great night of football here at the Dale.
All right, high end over end kick Fielded by Kendall Coleman there at the 5-yard line. He'll take it, go right up the middle, and he may go untouched. He's on the 40, 45, 50. Still, he got tripped up at the 45. So outstanding return by Kendall Coleman. Thought he was fixing to take it to the house to start things off, but an outstanding return puts the Chargers in business. Ball will be at the 43-yard line in between the hashes going from left to right.
Yeah, just had a middle return right there for the Chargers, and Coleman took the line drive. He took that about the 5-yard line and just split the defenders, and it was just a shoestring tackle that was all that saved from going all the way.
So the Chargers will come out and they'll start for their first offensive possession of the night. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Israel Whitmore will be at wing back or H-back on the right side. DeCenzo Miller Jr. will be on there's the offside. It's not going to be called, I can tell already. But Tylen Carter will be the quarterback in the shotgun. Cenzo Miller Jr. will stand to his left. Going to hand it to Miller going off the right side, and he'll get tackled there in the backfield. And no gain will bring up second down. And Chris, from our vantage point, the left defensive end jumped off.
He did, Glenn. He did jump off, and there was no flag there. And looked back in the white hat, looked like he was stretching out there. So I don't even know that anybody.
Just in case he need to throw that flag.
Yeah, I guess.
Ready.
I guess that's what.
Carter going to hand it off to Cenzo Miller going up the middle. He gets across the 40 down to the 38. So we'll bring up third down. Cold night. I think the lows eventually will dip down to the upper 20s. I think right now, I think it's in the maybe upper 30s. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Carter in the shotgun. Miller stands to his right. Ball on the near hash going from left to right on the 38-yard line. Carter takes a snap, looks back to his left, has a man on a slant, caught there at the 20-yard line, immediately tackled. That is Quez McNeil on the reception.
It was Quez right there. And good pickup there on third down as the Chargers were able to convert and move the chains. Just a little slant right there and hit him in stride.
Tackle made by Timothy Shaw of Ruleville. It's first down and 10 for the Chargers on the 20. Carter's going to take the snap, go quick option to the left side, speed option, spin out of a tackle, maybe get forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage. And that's as far as he'll go.
It's hard to see those numbers, but a good form, almost a form tackle right there. And so he was hit initially a couple yards deep, but was able to break that tackle. But put a helmet right there in Carter's chest right there, but didn't bring him to the ground as he's so hard to tackle. Spun out of it, and like you said, almost went back to the line of scrimmage.
2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Ball on the far hash, going from left to right. Carter in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Miller, going up the middle, going to cut it back to the left. Gets inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. We'll bring up third down. I think they're going to spot him back at the 18.
Miller, when he goes up between there, as far as you saw him, he sort of bounces off as far as tacklers, and he ended up was knocked back toward the middle, but he just can break a lot of those as he's very elusive and very hard to tackle.
Carter takes a snap, fakes the handoff, going to roll to his right, trying to get over the top, and he's going to be sacked back at the 27-yard line. And that's going to bring up fourth down, and let's see what they do. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter, tied up at 0. 4th and 16, going to go for it. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Carter just couldn't get over the end right there on that last play and get outside the tackles.
2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Carter in the shotgun. Miller stands to his right. Takes a snap, looks back to his left, going to throw one up towards the end zone. Has his man just out of the reach. Falls incomplete.
He was trying to hit Kendall Coleman, Glenn, and at first when he released it, I thought he was going to be overshot, but Coleman was able to almost run up underneath it, but just seemed a little short-armed at the very end because that fence is very tight there in the back as he was going to catch that about 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone, and he would have been going toward the back of it right there and just short of.
That's one of those, if you're probably anywhere else in America that's got a decent field and fence there that's far back like it should be, he can dive and make that catch.
Yeah.
But
he showed his speed right there trying to get up underneath it, because I thought he was initially overshot a good bit.
So Perez is going to be the quarterback for Rouville Central. He's going to hand it off. Tackle made there at the 30-yard line. Can't tell. You're going to have to help us with those numbers down there a little bit. This is hard to tell. I know Perez is the quarterback.
The guy on the run there, guys, was number 14. It's going to be Nevels.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Quarterback in the shotgun has his running back standing to his left. Takes a snap, going to fake the handoff. Actually hands it to him. He's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Maybe lose a yard. We'll bring up 3rd down. By number 14, Nevels, the running back. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 165-pounder out of Rouville. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers. Chargers defense. Big possession down right here. Perez is going to throw the slant. Pass is incomplete, just out of the reach of the intended receiver. That was number 9, Jaquil Allen. In on the coverage there, Tyson Coleman.
And Kendall Coleman as well, as far as was trailing the receiver right there. And it was going to contest the catch right there, but didn't need to, as it was incomplete.
Kendall Coleman will go back to receive the punt right here for the Chargers, as Rouville Central will have to punt the football away as it's 4th down and about 7. Snap is back. They almost blocked it. It goes off the right side of the foot, and it's going to be about a 11-yard punt by Rouville Central. So the Chargers are going to have great field position again.
Special teams for the Chargers have been good so far tonight. It had the big play on the initial return by Kendall Coleman, across midfield, and right there another special teams play as the Charger punt block got a piece of that one, or it went off the side. They were right in the punter's face as he was trying to put a foot into it, and it just went off the side, or it was partially blocked either way. But good field position right here for the Chargers on the 2nd drive.
2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Carter in the shotgun. Miller stands to his left, takes a snap, going to fake the handoff, keep it himself is Carter. He's going to go up the middle, across the 40, down to about the 36 or 37. I think I want to say his knee went down. So a gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. 7:07 and counting on the clock. 0-0 is your score.
And you might sometime want to repeat as far as why we're doing just the audio going and stuff.
2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Going to hand it off to Miller, going off the right side. He's going to get inside the 35, down to the 33. We'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Or maybe a 1st down. They're going to look at it. Thank you for joining us. We're streaming audio only due to MHSAA rules, where they require you, if you're going to stream, you have to pay them $750. So rather than charge our fans to make up that fee, we just can only do the audio right now. We may, as we get deeper into the playoffs, we will look at doing that, carrying that. We'll have some sponsors step up. But next week we'll start back on the radio itself. So anyway, 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Chargers. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 to the near. Carter in the shotgun, has Miller standing to his right. Ball in between the hashes, takes the snap, going to fake the handoff and go up the middle. He's going to be stuffed there at about the 27. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 5. Ball is on the near hash. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Quarterback in the shotgun. Going to hand the ball off to Miller, going off left tackle. Gets inside the 25. I think it's going to be just shy of the first down. Let's check in with Chris Coleman down on the sideline. Chris?
Guys, he's going to be about 2 yards short. Actually, it's not even going to be 2 yards, about 1.5 yards maybe. So we'll bring up fourth down for the Chargers.
Fourth down for the Chargers. Looks like they're going to go for it. Wide receiver to the near side. Quarterback Carter's going to take the snap, go up the middle, gets inside the 20, down to about the 17, so he'll have a first down and then some. It looked like he was still going. They blew the whistle dead.
Yeah, he was sort of picked up as far as it's like he was still moving, as there was a great push from the offensive line and looked like a little rugby action out there at the very end of it as far as everybody was all around, but the pile was still moving toward the Chargers' end zone.
Wide receiver to the far side, 2 to the near. Carter in the shotgun, takes a snap. False start, probably going to be the call. Let's go back down to Chris Coleman on that sideline. Chris?
Glenn, that's exactly what we're going to have is a false start against the Chargers. So we're going to back them up and we'll do this again.
That'll make it 1st and 15.
4:14 on the clock. 0 is your score of both teams. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Quarterback in the shotgun. Miller stands to his left, going to fake the handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Give it to Miller, I'm sorry, and gets inside to about the 23-yard line. .342 counting on the clock. Second down coming up. Second about 13. We're not getting any help from the clock operators. 2 wide receivers. And there is an offsides right there by Rouville Central. That'll move it up 5 yards.
5 free ones right there for the Chargers. And in the red zone right here. Looking to get a touchdown.
2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Second down and 8 for the Chargers. Carter's going to take the snap. Looks up back towards the middle. He has Kendall Coleman just off of his hands.
Just a slant right there as he ran, and the ball was thrown on the inside right there, and he is right about the goal line. If he catches it, he just, if he dives or stretches out, he just rolls into the end zone right there and for the Charger touchdown, but just right off the tip of his fingers.
That's exactly what I was about to tell y'all, fellas. It was just off the tips of his fingers, and he had his eyes on it and it just rolled off of him.
So 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Whitmore will be the H-back to the near side. Ball on the near hash, going from left to right. Carter takes a snap. Going to look to his left. Going to throw one on the slant just behind his intended receiver. Going to bring up 4th down and 8. Looks like they're going to go for it. 3:02 in the first quarter. It's 4th down and 8. Ball on the 19-yard line. Needs to get to about the 11. Going to send 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Trying to get them to jump off sides right here, I believe. It's going to be 4th down and 8. Carter takes the snap, looks to his left, now going to throw one back up. Pass intended for Preston Payne, in and out of his hands. He drops it. Turnover on downs.
That was a good throw there by Carter. I thought it's a back shoulder pass right there at the end zone. And
well, he got both hands on it.
Yeah,
he turned around. When he came down with it, it just came out.
Payne made a great adjustment on the ball as it was thrown to his back shoulder to the outside, and just got into his shoulder pads. I think he was bounced off of it right there and fell to the ground. It's going to be a turnover on downs again for the Chargers.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Perez comes out in the shotgun, has his running back standing to his left, going to hand it to him, going off left tackle. Fumble on the
Fumble
play.
on the play, guys.
Chargers look like they're going to jump on it, and I think they do. So the Chargers are going to be in business inside about the 5-yard line.
Israel Whitmore came up right there, made the tackle, jarred the ball loose. I couldn't see who got the fumble recovered.
I'm not sure who recovered it, Chris, but I do know Israel caused the fumble. It's going to be spotted at the 8-yard line, so the Chargers offense will take back over at the 8.
So 8-yard line, 2:51 to go in the first quarter. Chargers inside the 10 for the first time tonight. They've been on this end of the field for pretty much the majority of the first quarter. Now they got to start coming away with points, guys. We can't not come away with points. So now wide receiver runs on late. Carter going to be in the shotgun, going to take the snap, get in there behind the big bodies and go off left tackle. He's going to get inside, looks like inside the 5 to about the 4. Bring up second down and goal. 2:36 counting on the clock. Ball will be on the far hash.
Got an injury timeout, guys.
One of ours?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tyler.
It is Tyler.
Tylen Carter, the injured Charger on that far side. Looks like an ankle.
He's being helped off by the trainers and his teammates, guys, and he's not putting any pressure on it at all at this time.
Carter is a 1,000-yard rusher himself. Connor Jewell will check into the ball game. So Jewell will come in at quarterback. That'll change things up a little bit offensively. Jewell not the runner that Carter is, but he has a very good arm. Jewell, the sophomore, will be in. He takes a snap, going to hand it off to Miller, going off right side, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Chargers. So at the 2:05 mark, Chargers score 6-0 off of a 4-yard touchdown run by DeCenzo Miller Jr. Trace Beard will come out to try the extra point. Colt Hunt will snap it. Connor Jewell will hold. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it's through the uprights, and the Chargers lead 7-0 with 2:05 to go here in the first quarter. So Jewell comes in with one snap, hands it off, and the Chargers score. Now we get ready to kick things off. I want to remind everyone, the reason we're not streaming the video tonight is MHSAA rule. I apologize. It's just one of those things. No video, just sound. We can show you the clock, or we could have showed you the live video of the broadcasters, but we'd have probably turned a lot of people away because I've been told we have the face for radio.
Exactly, Glenn. So I think the scoreboard was the best option on this one.
Absolutely. Trace Beard will come out and kick off for the Chargers, and he's going to kick it, squib it down to about the 20-yard line. It rolls around. They finally pick it up. Chargers get down there and cover him up and make the tackle.
Number 44, Clark Crowley on the tackle.
Clark Crowley on the tackle.
Tigers will take over first and 10.
Squib kick has been effective. You find the hole there and kick it into it, and when it gets down there, they go to pick it up, and it's coming pretty. It's got some heat on it when it gets back there. Sometimes when they let it go, it'll get all the way to the end zone, so it's got a little force behind it. Trace does have a strong leg, just sometimes we don't know where it's going. Put him in the middle, you got 50 yards to work with on each side. All the way across, rather. Perez takes a snap, going to look to the left side. He's going to throw one up. It's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for number 13. And that's Fabian Carter. He's a 5'10", 170-pounder. Kendall Coleman in on the coverage, helped knock it away, defensive back. We'll bring up second down and 10. 1:54 to go in the first quarter. Our clock is being operated by MHSAA officials, so we're not getting the down and the to go and the ball is on. We're just getting the clock itself, the time and the score, looks like. First time we've seen that. We usually have referees that operate the time section, and then our people operate the score and then the down and the what yard line the ball is on. But they're the officials, so there's not much we can do there. 3 wide receivers to the near side, one to the far. Perez throws the slant. The pass is caught. And he's going to be tackled there at about the 20-yard line. The pass was intended for the inside receiver. And it was overthrown. But the receiver, it was batted and
Got a late flag coming in there, guys.
So we'll probably add 15 to the end of the run. See if you can get what number it is. I think I've got an idea.
Got a penalty flag on the play. Another personal foul penalty against the Chargers. That will be half the distance to the goal.
They're going to spot it on about the 10-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the near side, one to the far. Perez in the shotgun. The running back stands to his right. Ball on the far hash, going from right to left. Now he's going to shift the running back to his left. Takes a snap, going to get behind the running back. Quarterback keeper. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Israel Whitmore. Gain of 1. So second down and 9. Ball on the far hash, about the 9-yard line. 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Two wide receivers to the near side, two to the far. Perez takes a snap, rolls to his left. He has his man caught. Touchdown, Rouville Central. Good coverage right there, just out of reach.
Yeah, Allen was the receiver for the Tigers and just went up there and just sort of had some strong hands, went up, caught it and brought it in right there at the goal line, and all he had to do was just sort of turn around and he was in for the touchdown.
Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is wide right. So no good. Chargers lead 7-6, 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chargers lead by 1. They'll get ready to receive the kick here in just a few seconds.
Guys, got a couple sideline updates. Tylen Carter, his injury is going to be that ankle that has been giving him trouble the last few weeks. They're still over here looking at him. The personal foul is going to be on number 56, which is Logan Steyerwalt. That's who that's going to be on for that call. So just quick updates there.
All right, appreciate it.
Number 6, Jeremiah Sonny on to do the kicking for the Tigers.
How many yards was the touchdown pass right there, Glenn?
9 yards. High end over end kick, fielded at the 10-yard line. Kendall Coleman. He's going to get to the right side. It's the 30, the 40, and he goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. One man to beat got him.
Run out of bounds by number 6, Jeremiah Sonny for the Tigers. Chargers will have it 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
So 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Chargers lead 7-6. Connor Jewell will come back out for the injured Tylen Carter. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Ball on the 44 is where he went out of bounds. Near hash, going to take the snap, hand it to DeCenzo Miller Jr. He'll get up to about the 46-yard line, forward progress.
That's number 18, DeCenzo Miller on the carry for the Chargers.
So second down and
Number 54,
8.
Glenn for the Tigers. Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers.
It's probably going to end the first quarter, guys. I don't know if they'll snap it again for the end of the first quarter.
And you are exactly right, Chris. The end of the first quarter, Chargers lead 7-6.
Score, Chargers 7, Tigers 6.
Senzo Miller takes a handoff, goes off left tackle. He'll get to about the 48-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Chargers have flipped sides there, right to left now.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Chargers.
Two wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Connor Jewell is a shotgun quarterback, has Miller standing to his right. Going to take the snap, fake the handoff, roll to his right. He has his man caught. That's Kendall Coleman, makes the reception there at the 40-yard line. He gets to the 38. That'll move the chains and give a fresh set of downs.
Gain of 12 on that last play will be enough for a 1st down. Chargers will have it 1st and 10 from the 30.
Give everyone an update. At the end of the first quarter, the Chargers lead 7-6. They got on the board first at the 2:05 mark with a 4-yard touchdown run by DeCenzo Miller Jr. The PAT was good. And then Rouville Central answered back with a 9-yard touchdown pass of their own. And the extra point was no good. Chargers had a couple of opportunities early in the first quarter, but were unable to convert on fourth down. I think it was 2 times.
Yeah, it's 2
Chris,
times.
and turned it over on downs there on their end of on the Rouville Central end of the field. But Chargers lead 7-6 here early in the second quarter, but they have the football. It's 2nd down and 10. Connor Jewell is the quarterback. He's in for the injured Tylen Carter. As it is 2nd down and 10. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Brings a man in motion, going to hand it off on the jet sweep. That's Kendall Coleman. He's going to break it to the outside, the 30. He goes out at the 25. Penalty flag's going to rain down at about the 20, and that's going to be a late hit. They'll add 15 to the end of that run.
Yeah, it was sort of dangerous right there as not a whole lot of room on the sidelines, and was hit, several yards out of bounds. And Kendall Coleman had a pretty good bit of speed built up as he had rounded the corner and was going up the sidelines. But it's going to give the Chargers excellent field position, and it's going to move the ball inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be down at the 9-yard line. So inside the red zone again as the Chargers right here looking to convert like they did on their previous possession.
So it'll be 1st down and goal from the 9-yard line. Ball on the near hash. Wide receiver to the near side. 2 to the far. Jewell in the shotgun. Hands off to Miller going up the middle. He gets inside the 10, down to the 5.
Kind of like the way that kept his feet moving right there and was running downhill. Ran through a tackle right there, ran over, I guess, a defender that was on the ground and got inside the 5-yard line down to the 4, but just excellent run inside the tackles by Miller.
Ball on that near hash. Jewell takes a snap, going to hand it off to Miller again. He's going to get it behind those big bodies, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Chargers. So they take a 13-6 lead with 9:45 to go here in the second quarter. Extra point attempt coming up. Colt Hunt will snap it. Connor Jewell will put it down on the block. Trace Beard's going to kick it through the uprights, and it's good. 14-6 is your score. 9:45 to go. Chargers lead. We'll have the kickoff here in just a moment.
To receive for the Tigers is number 13, Fabian Carter, and number 5, Timothy.
Chargers getting ready to kick it off. 9:45 to go here in the second quarter. Chargers lead 14-6. Trace Beard will come out to kick it off for the Chargers. It'll be another squib kick. Going to go inside, picked up at the 10-yard line. He's going to hit that far sideline, but the Chargers are there on the tackle. Penalty flag's going to rain down on that far side. I think that's going to be a blindside hit on Rouville Central, as looked like number 44, Clark Crowley, got hit from the blind side, but there was also a penalty back at about the 15 or 20 or 30-yard line, rather. Let's see if Chris Coleman has got a idea about that one.
Guys, I did pick up on the blindside hit, but the one that you're talking about down around the 25, 30-yard line actually come out first, and did not see what that might be, but holding, yep.
Yeah. That one's declined.
Yep.
The personal foul will go into effect, and that'll back it up 15 from the 30. So Rouville Central will have the football from the 15-yard line. Chargers kind of started out a little slow, kind of shooting themselves in the foot a time or two in the first quarter. They could easily be up 21-6 or 28-6. Just unable to convert on some possession plays there in the first quarter.
The whole first quarter was played on the Rouville Central side.
Yeah, dominated by us. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Perez with a hard count, and looked like everybody jumped but the center. Not sure how they're going to call it. They're going to call false start
I believe it
against
is going to be a
Ruleville.
false start.
Yeah, looked like everybody moved but the center. Of course, our defensive line jumped as well, but that backs them up 5 more yards. So Ruleville's going to have the football first down and 15 from the 10-yard line. 9:39 on the clock. Going to swing it out wide. Pass is caught. Missed tackle over on that side. He cuts back. He's going to be tackled at the 38-yard line, so that'll give him a first down. Number 13 was on the reception. That's Fabian Carter. So bubble screen out to the near sideline. The missed tackle there at the line of scrimmage allowed him to break it on a little further because he's got plenty of speed. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Perez in the shotgun. The running back stands to his right. And there's a false start again. I think it's going to go against the right guard. So Rouville Central is going to back it up 5 more yards.
Now we're backing up 5 yards, and it will be 1st and 15 for the Tigers from the 33.
So 1st and 15, ball on the 34. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Perez in the shotgun. Running back stands to his right. Going to take the snap, going to swing it out wide. Passes off his helmet. They didn't call a lateral, they called it incomplete. Calvin Talley got cut at the ankles right there. Like a little chop block on Talley. He's going to come to the sideline. 2nd down and 15. Chargers going with a 3-man defensive front. Pass is caught to the near side. Penalty flag. Belly to back suplex on the tackle, but it's a tackle nonetheless. But I think they're going to call it a little excessive.
But I mean, in defensive back's mind is Kendall Coleman. He does make the tackle, but he's coming up and he's trying to get him down the ground. He didn't pick him up in the air and land on his head. I mean, it was just
1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 48.
So the Charger defense. First down and 10 for Rouville Central as they get across the 50-yard line to the 49. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Perez is going to look to his left, throw one out wide. They're going to tackle him. Gain of 5 or 6, and they're blowing the whistles, guys, before you can even make the tackle.
Yeah, he had barely even made contact with the receiver at that particular point in time. The whistle was already blown.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Going to stay with 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. They're going to be on that far hash, going from left to right. 8:03 and counting on the clock. Chargers lead 14-6. Perez takes a snap, pump fakes to the left, and throws back to the right. Pass is off the hands of the intended receiver. That's number 9, Jaquil Allen. Hit him right in the hands. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Nevels was looking to his left the whole time, trying to get the whole Charger defense looking that way, and play was designed to come back to the right. Had a good play call right there as you just had one defender on that side.
4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Perez in the shotgun. Running back to his right. Perez takes a snap, rolls to his right, going to heave one for the intended receiver, just out of the hands, falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. I imagine they're going to go for it. It's 4th and 6, ball on the 44. Yeah, they're going to keep them out there and go for it. 7:49. Big 4th down right here. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Quarterback in the shotgun. Wide receiver stands to, the running back stands to the right. Play clock down to 5. Gets a snap off, rolling to his right. Going to heave one to the right side. Caught at the 30-yard line, still on his feet at the 25. And that's where they'll tackle him. That'll be enough for the 1st down. So that'll give Rouville Central a fresh set of downs.
10 Israel Whitmore and 56 Logan Sidewalk on the stop for the Chargers. Enough for a Tiger 1st down. Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from the 25.
2 wide receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Ball on the near hash, 25-yard line. Perez going to hand it off. Going off left tackle, Israel Whitmore there with the tackle, along with Logan Steyerwalt. Tackle made at the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. 7:04 and counting on the clock. Chargers lead 14-6 here in the 2nd quarter. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Running back stands to the right. Going to fake to the left side. That's going to be flushed out. A fumble on the play. The Chargers are going to, and I think Rouville Central may have jumped back on it.
Guys, the ball just slipped smooth out of his hand as he looked like he was getting ready to pass, and he did jump down back on top of it, and Chargers immediately made the tackle at that point.
It's a 3rd down and about 15. Looks like Calvin Talley is coming to the sideline again, walking gingerly on that ankle. We'll get Chris to get an injury report on him as well. Three wide receivers come to the near side, 1 to the far. Quarterback in the shotgun. Running back stands to his right. Ball on the far hash. Going to pump fake to the right side. Now throw back. Pass is caught at the 10-yard line. The secondary is just losing track as playing some zone there, and he's hitting those windows. Timeout called by the Chargers. 5:48 here in the 2nd quarter. Rouville Central's got the football at 1st down and 10 from about 13 or 14-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we have a minute, I'd like to make a special announcement. Earlier this week, the girls' basketball Dandy Dozen came out, and for the first time in Charger history, we have an athlete who's been named to the Dandy Dozen girls' basketball team. Her name is Miss Genesis Johnson. She is the first Charger to make the Dandy Dozen, and that is the top 12 players in the state of Mississippi. So congratulations to you, Genesis Johnson.
Two wide receivers go to the far side, 1 to the near. Going to hand the football off to the running back. Goes up the middle. He's going to get about 3 to 4 yards before the tackle's made. Calvin Talley's going to come back out.
Guys, I checked in on him just a second ago, and he was favoring his left foot, left ankle area, but he said he was good to go, and so, as you just said, he's sending him back out right now.
5:26 counting on the clock here in the second quarter. Chargers lead 14-6. Two wide receivers to the far side. Perez going to take the snap, keep it himself, go off left tackle. He's going to be dangerously close to the first down. I think he's got it. Well, he's just a little bit short. Are they going to measure?
Just had a power right there, Glenn, as they
Quarterback power.
Yeah.
Sideline warning.
Really put his arm in that one, too.
He did.
Well, the flag on the play is a sideline warning against the Chargers.
Didn't travel as far as I thought it would.
On that last play.
Going to be just a hair short, guys, so it will not be a first down at this point.
But the Tigers are threatening here again.
For the Tigers.
So third down and about 6 inches to go. Rouville Central has the football. 4:55 and counting on the clock. Perez goes under center. He takes a snap. He's going to quarterback sneak up the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, I'm sure. So it'll be first and goal from about the 3.
Gain the yard will be enough for a Tiger first down. Tigers are at it first and goal from the 2.
Perez will go under center again. Quarterback sneak. He's going to try to bounce it to the left side, and I think he's going to get in.
Well, that's 18 Joseph Perez on the quarterback sneak for the 2-yard touchdown run for the Tigers.
So 4:26, 14-12 is your score here in the second quarter. Rouville Central's got to go for 2 right here as they're chasing points.
Tigers will attempt the 2-point conversion.
3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Perez in the shotgun. Running back stands to the right. Takes a snap, going to roll to his right. Now going to scramble back to his left, set his feet, and it's going to be knocked away. Quez McNeil.
Quez came streaking across the back of the end zone there to knock that one away. And just great defensive play by him on the 2-point conversion to keep the Tigers off the board with it. The Chargers in the lead.
4:26. Chargers will lead here in the second quarter after the PAT or the 2-point conversion attempt falls incomplete.
Back deep to receive for the Tigers. Number 3, Kendall Coleman, and number 18, DeSenzo Miller. Number 6, Jeremiah Simmons to do the kicking for the Tigers.
We're trying to get some scores from around the league pretty soon. There's playoff action for Class 2, 3, and 4A, or Class 1, 5, and 6 are finishing up their regular season tonight. Rouville Central ready to kick it off. High end-over-end kick. Kendall Coleman's going to get it and toss it to DeSenzo Miller. Goes off the right side. Still on his feet there at about the 35, where he'll eventually get tackled.
Number 18, DeSenzo Miller on the return.
So decent field position. Ball will be spotted at the 36 or 37 when they put it down.
Ball down by number 9, Jaquil Allen for the Tigers. Chargers will take over first and 10 at the 36.
Two wide receivers to the far side, one to the near. Jewell in the shotgun, going to hand it off to B.B. Kennedy. Goes off left tackle. He's going to get to about the 39-yard line. Second down and 7 coming up.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up second and 7 for the Chargers.
Two wide receivers to the far side, one to the near. Jewell's going to hand it off to Kennedy again. He's going to go off right side, trying to bounce it to the outside. He's going to be chased down and brought down over on that far sideline. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but not sure. It's third down and about 8 to go.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up third and 8 for the Chargers.
Chargers kind of playing a little bit flat right now. Had a couple injuries here in the first quarter. Tylen Carter, the quarterback, standing on the sideline. Two wide receivers to the near side, one to the far. Jewell's taking the snap, rolling to his left, going to throw a grenade up. Looked like pass intended for number 44, Clark Crowley, but it falls incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 8, and they'll have to punt it away. Ball is on, it's a 37.
Yeah.
High snap. Trace catches it. He's going to put a foot in it. High spiraling punt. It's going to land at the 20. Take a Charger roll down to the 10 and on inside the 10 to about the 7. So we'll take it.
A 56-yarder.
56-yard, no return.
Special teams has been the highlight for the Chargers here in the first half. Have had excellent kickoff returns, punt block.
That was
and then the punt right there.
That was
by
a big,
Beard,
big
flip the field.
Big punt, flipped the field right there. Got him inside the 10. I think Brian was on the long snapping right there.
It was almost like the pass we saw before. It was a floater back, but Trace got him. He put a foot in it when he got it.
4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Perez in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking to his left, going to throw it incomplete. A lot of drops for Rouville Central here in the first half, thankfully for the Chargers.
Yeah, and right there, as far as Brian Threadgill was back in coverage, and nowadays you sort of let off that receiver, and then in the past you always see you just go ahead and try to. You would have went ahead and put a helmet on the wide receiver.
Perez is going to fake the handoff and throw one. He's got a man, but Kendall Coleman recovers nicely and knocks it away. Great coverage. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Kendall Coleman there was stride for stride there at the very end as he caught back up, and both receiver and the defensive back there, Coleman went up at the same time and just well defended. When you have those guys, as far as Kendall Coleman there, and you have Tyson Coleman and then Quez McNeil, you got a pretty good defensive back unit out there. DeCenzo Miller Jr. is getting some action here on the defensive side as well for the Chargers.
Perez takes a snap, looks to his left, has his man, he's caught. Going to gain 12 as he sits it inside that zone.
Yeah, just set right there at the right past the sticks. and turned around, and Perez hit him with the pass right in the hands and was able to pick up a few extra yards after the catch.
2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
Just a quarterback, just a draw play right there inside by the Tigers as they were able to pick up about 6 yards there on first down and bring up second down and fourth. So they're going from left to right. Here the ball right now is spotted on the 26.5-yard line. Down to, well, you can see right there, 1:50, 49 seconds.
Mash it down.
Slots to each side. Perez takes the snap.
Push the red button. There's a hard hit right there on the running back. Calvin Talley slow to get up again. That ankle's really bothering him.
Yeah. Talley was on low on the tackle, and Israel Whitmore came from the middle linebacker position on a mission right there and put the Tiger running back on the ground right there with a hard tackle. We've already seen him cause 1 fumble already tonight.
So third down and about 4. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. False start going to be called on the right guard. So that'll back them up 5. That'll help a little bit. But third down's been a little bit of the issue for the Charger defense as the Tigers have been able to sit it down in the zone and come up with the big catches. It'll be 3rd and 9 right here. Ball is on the 21-yard line. Chargers lead 14-12. 50 seconds and counting on the clock. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. High snap. Perez handles it, rolls to his right. He's going to run it, and he goes out of bounds at the line of scrimmage, so to bring up 4th down, and it stops the clock with 37 seconds. And they're going to have to punt it away. Last time they punted, it was just a 11-yard punt. Chargers were back there and almost blocked it. I think with as little as left on the clock, you might go after this thing.
Yeah, after the last one, the way it looked, Glenn, you think you would put a little pressure right here.
Decent snap this time. He's going to go, he punts it straight up. Goes out of bounds over on the 43-yard line. So the Chargers will have the football 1st down and 10 from the 43 with 29 seconds to go. And I think they have all their timeouts. I'm pretty sure. Chris Coleman,
Guys,
do we have all our timeouts, or do you know?
I know we have 2
Yeah, we used
for sure, but I think we did use 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 2 timeouts remaining. 3 wide receivers will go to the far side.
McNeil, which might be a target here on this side, as Jewell likes to throw it to him deep.
Jewell takes a snap, looks to his right, going to swing it out wide to DeCenzo Miller Jr. He'll make a man miss. I like that action right there. He hits that far sideline, and he goes out of bounds at about the 25. Or is it?
That was B.B. Kennedy there. Was made that catch right there from the backfield as he was swung out.
Oh, okay.
So he ended up hit that sidelines, but was able, when you have both those guys, Miller and BB in the backfield right there.
Just pick your poison.
Yeah.
1st down and 10 for the Chargers. Ball on the 30. Jewell takes a snap, looks to his left. Going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right. He's going to go out of bounds over there. He trips over the sticks, but he falls out of bounds. Stops the clock, 15 seconds. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Jewell was looking to his left as you had Quez coming on a slant, and like Miller was maybe going a wheel route there, but nothing like it must have been well defended as he had pressure, too, in his face, and he had to roll out to the right. But smart play to get out of bounds and stop the clock for the Chargers.
Absolutely. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Looks like Senzo Miller Jr. in the slot on the far side. Takes a snap, looks to his right, passes. Penalty flags fly in. I'm not sure what the penalty is.
I thought that was his own man. He got caught up underneath his legs, so how could that be
Guys,
against the Chargers?
they'll end up waving this off. That was his own player, I'm pretty sure.
Senzo Miller Jr. is pointing to Ruleville. So let's see what the call is, because I'm not sure. 11 seconds left on the clock. Pass interference against the defense. Wow.
And the pass was, I mean, and you might not have the thing. I think we've talked about this before, Glenn. If uncatchable pass, as far as that one came out.
Trace, get ready.
Came up real high as Jewell let it go down the middle. As far as it looked like it wasn't going to be catchable, but the Chargers going to benefit and stuff as far as from this play. But I think we might have talked about it before, Glenn. It doesn't matter if it's catchable or not. Is that correct?
That used to be the rule. They don't have a catchable rule in high school unless they've changed it. Jewell takes a snap, going to throw one towards the end zone. It's going to fall incomplete, and I think it's going to be another pass interference.
Guys, that's exactly what it's going to be. They're going to call it the same pass interference again. Looked like he tried to pass right in the middle, and it is going to be a Ruleville pass interference.
Jewell's they're going to say it was tipped at the line.
Now they're
going to
say yes.
It was tipped, but it was not tipped at the line of scrimmage. It was tipped down the field.
So they are saying that it was tipped.
This is a rating. The flag off the ball was tipped.
7 seconds remaining on the clock. Need to get some points here. Right before the half. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Jewell's going to take the snap, look to his right, going to throw one on the back shoulder fade. A lot of pushing and shoving over there.
Jewell's pass intended for number 20, Preston Payne, falls incomplete.
It's going to fall incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Chargers.
Don't need a penalty or anything right here.
And the Chargers will call their second time.
Timeout's going to be called with 2 seconds left. 3rd down. The ball is on. What's the ball on, Chris? I can't tell from my vantage point.
Sorry about that, guys. It's actually going to be on the 16-yard line.
All right, so it'll be a 32-yard field goal attempt if they choose. And it looks like the Chargers are going to bring out the field goal unit.
Ball is on the right hash.
Yeah, that far hash going from right to left. So this will be a 32-yard attempt. And Rouville Central is going to call a timeout to ice the kicker. Yes, that's his mother right below us. It'll be 3rd down and 10, ball on the 16 whenever they return to play. So another timeout was called. It'll be a 32-yard field goal attempt. Colt Hunt will be the deep snapper here. Connor Jewell will be the holder. Trace Beard will kick it. Snap is high. Trace Beard is going to pick it up. rolling to his left, and he's going to get tackled. Snap goes over the holder's head. Clock never started.
And the field goal is no good.
Now they run 1 second. Now it's off.
And that will conclude the first half.
So a bad snap ends the first half for the Chargers with a lead of 14-12. Be back in the second half after the halftime.